Hey, hello everyone, hello YouTube, Anaon is here. So today I'd like to speak about a very specific matchup that's been bothering a lot of players, especially around GOD, TGS, and God ranks, and yeah, it's Lili. So Lili's has got one of the best, if not the best, it's the best sidestepping in the game. So you can see one small down or one stall up is kind of unequal to sidewalk to a lot of characters. So Lily's weakness resides in her movement, her backdash is also decent, the best step, and some forced 50-50 situations. So without further ado, let's start with Lily's move list kind of a move. I'll cover everything in this video. I'll try to cover her strong tools, her keep out, her poking, her lows, her hitting gauges, and yes, her jabs. So get started with Lily's jab strings. So in this section, we spoke about Lily's jab. So Lily's jab is pretty good jabs. She got some good strings, like her 1-2, it's at +8. If you try to mash right here, the 4-4 will catch you at counter, and yeah, be careful when doing that because she got two extensions, her 1-2 and her 1-2-4 and her 1-2, a mid and a low. The basic stuff, so both of them can be beaten by an option. So for her 1-2-4 right here, you can either jab to float her out, get small combo, or when you have the lead, you can sidestep and launch. Holy shit, okay. Very good. So either sidestep and launch, a small step, like, because sometimes she does this kind of interaction that makes her into crowd because sometimes you see, but I did the right thing, I didn't get rewarded, so yeah, I know, sometimes that's taken for you, so again, go try to find like your optimal punishing when she's stepping that shit, so yeah. Okay. This game is really broken, so okay, so there you go. So either jab floater out or sidestep to both sides, again can save you up. For the low, it's not really of a big deal for the low, so the low is, I believe it's -2 on hit. So I don't know why many respect that -2, but it's kind of an obvious thing that either the Lili will start attacking down or he will start like again sidestepping behind it like every time. So the lowest -13 on block, and yeah, make sure to do the right punish for it. Okay, the third one is not a 1-2, but it will be a 1-1. This was one of the strongest additions in this game for Lily, because the last one is super delayable and it counter hit launches. So again, you can launch it, it's -15, so make sure to launch that. Okay, so the thing is, I want small talk about her 1-1, 1-3 right here. The mind games start when Lily was do 1-1 because she goes into back turn and she might not finish the 3. So let's say every time you are waiting for the 3 to make the launch and the Lily is doing 1-1 and going into this back turn stance to poke you out. So be careful, always try to observe what he's doing. Either he's killing himself when he's finishing the string, or he will be killing himself on block for doing this, because in the later section we'll speak about her back turn transitions, and yeah, some of the lot of fake stuff that's been happening and that I've seen players been falling into it. So yeah, on to the next section. Okay, so Lily's back turn is really strong. She got so many options to cover her weaknesses. So her jab comes at 8 frame, as you can see right here. It's at 8 frame jab that has two extensions. This one is high high, and this one is a high mid that is minus 13 on block. So she got also a good back turn poke crush that is only minus 13. She got two high crushes, this one minus 12, and on hit it's plus 5, and it does force a crouch if I'm doing well. So this one is pretty good. This one is also good since it gives a high crush. Her 3-4, there are things I've seen people don't know that 3-4 is. Let me just make Brian block right here. Okay, this one is minus 12, but the thing is, if the Lili player is checking with it, so the first one is also minus 10, it's also punchable. So if he doesn't finish, you can try to make minus 10, and if he's finished it, it's minus 12. Okay, for back turn, she got also this free launcher that is only minus 11, so you can replay punish with Y standing 4 like any of the cast, or Y standing 3 for I10 if you're playing Lee or any other specific character. So this one depends, but basically right here any character can do like Y standing 4. So this one, Y standing 4, make sure to punish it. This one is minus 12. It's also, this one is like one of the strongest low that ever existed in back turn, since it's plus 5, forces a crouch on hit, and it's only minus 12. I believe if they grant a nerf Lili one day, they'll make this one minus 14 or 13. So this one's pretty good. Her down 4 is minus 11, and it's only plus 1 on hit, so let's check it out. Yes, it's only plus 1 on hit. What else? So yeah, I think there is this thing we want to cover is her back turn hit smash, but I'll leave that in the hit section of Lili. So I believe we covered everything in this section for her back turn, and no, we didn't cover everything. So there is also this move. This move right here is kind of a low to dig jab crush, and you'll see why the little player will use it. On block, I believe it's plus. So yeah, it's only plus 2 on block. But sometimes this can be, it's a very slow move, but it can be useful. Okay, another move that we forgot to mention is her hell sweep right here. That is launch punchable on block, but I believe it gives her like a guarantee when she's back turn, so this one is the first guarantee, and I believe she can do this also. She can do, yeah. If you hold forward, she can do a guaranteed QCF3 right now. Okay, another move is her down 3. Not many also use it, but the mid it's low mid, so you have to block the mid and then you hold back to block you have to hold down back to block the low, and then you hold back to block the mid, because it's only minus 13 if I believe. Exactly, yeah, it's minus 13, and the first one on hit, it's on counter hit it's plus 2, but on hit it's minus 1. Okay, right here, what else? Okay, she got this one, but it's not usable. This one is for her combos, so yeah, sometimes this will go under the mid, especially the first move. Yeah, sometimes it will crush mids, I don't know why, but it's not that very useful move. So as we spoke, this is the best thing to do. Down back turn 1-2, or back turn 1-2, back turn 1-4, or back turn 3-4. I used to react to this back in the days, but yeah, it's kind of a bit harder right here in this version of Tekken to react to things. Yeah, it's really hard, so try to react to it if you want to practice it one day. Down 4 and her jump and status. So these are like basically the backturn moves that you should be careful of. And yeah, please, if you duck and launch, if you duck something, make sure to launch the second, make sure to do the right punishes. Yeah, now we're gonna jump to her move that basically transition her to her back turn stance and what kind of floor charts, what kind of things she can do from there. Okay, so in this section we'll speak about Lili's lows because they're one of strongest. So her main low poke tool is down 3. This one is -12 and it's only +1 on hit. And on counter hit I believe it's +5 or something, so be careful, but on hit it's only +1. Again, if the Lili playing is doing this into slow move, this is like super fake, make sure like you interrupt or something, or like doing down 3 into forward 4 or down 3 into back 1. These are like slow moves, so you can either sidewalk, you can either interrupt, you can do whatever you like. But the moment the mind game starts, there's a huge thing about this low. Like it's only +1, it is true, that's not that much, but you get a pretty decent range, you get pretty decent small damage, I believe 20 damage right here. And yeah, this is for the down 3, be careful at that +1, because always check, always try to observe what the Lili player is doing behind it. So the next low will be her 444. This one is +4 when she doesn't transition to back turn. But when she does, this leaves her at +10. Yes, and yeah, that's not a bug or something. Yes, it's +10, it's a forced situation, you really have to guess behind that. So FF4, if you train really well, you can try to react to this low, because if you block this 444 for a Lili player, he will be really at a hard situation to open you up, because 444 is one of the best lows that forces you especially to guess. She can either goes back turn, and we saw the back turn options, like she can either high crush again, she keeps attacking, she can either check with this mid launcher, she can either high crush with with this one. Was it 1 second? Was there 3, 4? Yeah. 444, train really hard against it, because the moment you start eating this move, it's kind of a guess game right here, so be careful behind that. Another good low she got is down 1, and down 1, 2, 4. This is like a low, high, mid extension, but this one right here, down 1, only down 1, even down 1, 2 will high crush you. So if you're jab checking a lot and you see your jabs getting whiffed because of this, make sure to try duck. And yeah, if you block the first one, it's only -11, so it's not a launcher, but if he only does the down one, it's -11. It's not -15, it's not -13, it's not -12, it's -11. So yeah, if the Lili player is finishing, you can see the high is whiffing, so make sure to launch that fast. And for the last one, it's -12 mid. Sometimes when you're on hit, I've seen many players like eat down 1, 2 on hit, and they don't block the third one. Okay, let me record again. Yes, so don't stay neutral, block the third one, make sure to give your best I-12 punish. And yeah, again, her last low I believe is her down 4. It's a generic down 4 like any other generic down 4s, so should be -4 on hit and -15 on block. So again, let's check again. Yes, -4 on hit. Okay. So again, as we saw in the back turn lows, this is good low, pretty one of the best lows. This is a low. This is a kind of a hell sweep. This is also a low. What else? Yeah, please try to react to this thing, because I don't want to cover these moves, because yeah, at a certain level this is a free reaction. And yes, sometimes she goes on thunder's minutes when she does that animation. So yeah, this is for like Lili's most important loads, especially this one. This one is like, as I spoke about, very forced situation, and yeah, if you train really hard, you can react to it. It's I-2022 to I-23. So yeah, so in the next section we'll speak about the moves that will transition Lili to her back turn, for example like these lows and other mids she can do. Okay, so for her back turn, Lili's got one of the main reasons she's really strong because she does these like moves that transition her to back turn, and in reality they are actual strings. So we'll start with back to one. It's an I-13 mid-high mid, I believe. No, it's a high mid, sorry. Yes. And on counter hit, the third one will give this long knockdown. So again, well, she can do is, let's make Brian block right here. She can do back to one and goes into back turn at -4. But the thing about this move, she can't really use it she needs only to use at a close range. Like at this range, you can see the first one whiffing, but be careful when trying to like with Punisher for that one, because the second one, I believe it gives counter hit engager. Yeah, she goes into back turn, she does 1-4 for her hit engager. A move also I want to speak about is her side step 4, which is now also, she can do it from crouch. Full crouch down forward 4 right here. Says Mr. Brian again. Full crouch down forward 4. It's +4 on hit. So be careful. The jab, as we spoke about her back turn options, she can either 1-4, she can either 1-2, she can either high crush you if you are mashing right here your jabs. So again, let's make Brian again block. So this one, you can see it gives a pretty full combo, the same as for before. So at -4, if most of Lili's options in back turn are beaten with a small dig jab. So for example, like this one will transition, this one will transition, it's up for 3+4, and she can do the first one, she transitions. QCF 1-2, this one that's -14, she can do the first one and she hold back to transition to the back turn to make things more fake, for example. What else? Down 1-2, this one she can choose to either like she either does this down 1-2, and either she can do down 1-2 and she hold back for her back turn options. And again, as we spoke about, go back to the back turn option setting and you can see what she has in her back turn. But I will cover you on how to beat all those options almost with a simple dig jab that is really effective. And yeah, again, another move to back turn is 4-4-4. We spoke about this one, it's a force situation. Side step 4, it's the same as this one, it's full crouch down 4-4, it's the same move, just like they added in season 2 this forced crouch situations. So she can either do this or she can either do that. So it's the same move. Another option, she can enter manually by doing back 3+4 right here. So back 3+4, she can hold down back to go to like gain this much distance and make you whiff. Let's say for example she does this and then she, on block of course, so and then you're mashing and she can do this. So, or this, I step forward to down back. Okay, another move that transitions her to back turn, and it is really good move. It's Lili's 1-1. It's pretty annoying. So 1-1, and the third one counter hit launches, that is -15. So 1-1, she goes into back turn. Like 90% of players I've been like watching them play against Lili, they're jabbing a lot at this -6, and they eat this high crush right here, or they like eat this 3-4 right here. So please, here at this situation, I know there's the extension like counter hit launches, but it's kind of a too much risk for the Lily to take. So be careful also if when you're trying to interrupt her, either the Lily player is finishing this every time or not. Because if he does that, so he'll basically kill himself. Also, one of her main tools to counter back turn is coupled 3+4, so it's really strong. It does clip when you side blocking to the left, which is the weak side. So you can try go to the right for this one. For example, this. I try to side walk right and yeah, should whip. There you go. Let's say for example I'm going left. Sometimes it will catch you to the left and get like that, yeah. At a certain angle, this can be annoying. So the timing is pretty stupid, so really have to be careful when doing it. Okay, so again, don't forget she goes the back turn, she got her back turn options, she can do whatever kinda she likes. All of the options are beaten with dig jab, only for 2 options. If the little player is smart enough to do like to check every time you're doing dig jab and yeah, counter it for it. So yeah, the okay. So again, this one is she goes into at -7, it's which is much less frames in much more negative frames. Sorry. So this one got this extension. For the extension, you can sidestep right. We'll check that later with the last section move on her flowcharts or common things, what she can do. So yeah, in this section, these are basically the moves the player will start attacking you with on block or on hit. 1-1, hook grab down forward 1, sidestep 4. Sometimes they go manually, down 1-2, forward 4. I hope I didn't forget any other back turn moves. If I did, please mention in your comments. Save one, this one. I believe there are 5, so we are missing 1. That gives Lili this free hit engager. So let's check it out from the move list right here. So yeah, okay. So 3-1, 3+4, save to 1. Okay, yeah, this is also very good hit engager. Back turn 1. Okay. Don't forget, as we spoke about, Lili's back turn jab comes at 8 frames, so sometimes when you're checking with a really slow move, this one will beat your options. At +9, she will basically make you kind of a guess. So, yes. Sometimes the Lili player will mix with the mid if you duck every time, because the forward doesn't jail. You can, we can see you can duck it. Let's try record this one. I guess, yeah, it's duckable string. So, but sometimes if you're ducking every time, she got this mid that will put you on the ground. So, and to one. Yeah. So this is like for her heat engagers. Now, last we spoke about in her heat, she's pretty strong. She's a very strong character. So in the next section, I will cover like Lili's main flowchart or main tools, what the Lili player will think sometimes. Also the kind of distance they will be playing at sometimes, because at right here things might be obvious for the Lili player to do, like for example this one or this one. She's basically at this range doing a non-mix that is a high with a launch punchable low. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump to the next section where I'll speak about many options, many tools and many situations that I've seen a lot when playing against Lili. So in this section we'll cover like Lili's common flowcharts. So most of the Lili's flowchart that I've seen like in all Tekken and this Tekken, we start with this 1, 2, 4. So a lot of players like think this move that leaves Lili at -9, it is actually only -2 on block. So The problem is not that, so the problem is why you are jab checking behind this move. And okay, the first flow chart was like this. This is like the first flow chart I've seen with Lili. It's too far into Matterhorn. This is like the first thing, but please don't fall into it. There you go. So, high crush. Okay, please be careful. Do not fall for this kind of like scrubby things. So the next thing I wanna cover is Saisepon plus 2 to Matterhorn. This is also flowchart. Before Saisepon plus 2 was only -2, but now it's 0, so be careful. This is like a very also famous flowchart for jamming up. As you can see, if I try to jack chip, it's a counter, so be careful. Okay, another flowchart I wanna cover is down 1, like as we spoke in the low sections. If Lili presses down, she goes into the crouch state. So basically, this is like one of the most basic flowcharts I've seen. Down 1, she goes into crouch, you try to jab, you eat this, and let's say sometimes you are patient, she does a parry behind that. So that's like one of the most famous flowchart I've seen. So jab, high crush. Let's say we're patient. There you go. Okay, let's say. There you go. A parry. So those like are the flowchart that you shouldn't be falling to for a Lili player. So full crouch down forward 1 into parry on block, down 1 into full crouch down forward 1. Be careful when you're jab checking this. But another mind game will start later on, and if the Lili player is good, he will start on down 1 into ascending 4 or down 1 into kick jab. So yeah, be careful. So another common flowchart I've seen is 1-1 into down 2. This one is also fake. If you're trying to again jab checking for free, you're either doing this and this. Both of options, as we spoke, would be the jab. So you can see down 1, high crush. You can see the punish right there. The first high crush, the second high crush. So these two moves, like, also I've seen a lot of Lili players been using it. So again, another flowchart that's been built up these days is doing down 3 into down back 3. As we spoke later in this section, we spoke about that down 3 is only +1, so sometimes you want to jab check if the Lili player is doing a slow move, but we know that down back 3 is slow move, but it got the high crush properties. So again, if you're trying to jab check this, so down 3, down back 3 is also super famous flowchart these days. So down 3, there you go. That's a high crush counter right there. High crush. Okay. Again, another flowchart I've seen. As we spoke, the down forward 4 for crouch or side step 4 will transition her to back turn. She can do this. So basically, if you're trying to mash sometimes or doing that, so let's try recording side step 4 and do this. You're making the Lili player right here do whatever he wants. There you go. That's a punish. If you're jabbing 1-2 right there you go. That's a punish. Again, she can go into back turn. Sometimes the Lili player will do this, and sometimes again, what we thought about, what spoke about, we're down to high crush, and he will start attacking you again. Because when she does this, Lili goes into crouch, and full crouch down forward 1 will also high crush. And yeah, it's a really good situation because she's at a +5 right here. So please be careful from all of these things that's been happening. And later on, I'll cover like more of the situations that I've also seen a lot of Lili players use it. So okay, on to the next section. We'll cover like everything, some of the strings that are steppable, some strings that are interruptible, again, and when to check and what to do in certain situations. So yeah, let's hop into the last section of today's video. So in this section we'll cover like everything you need to know to like beat Lily, how to think, what distance you should be playing at, how to approach her, and yeah, how to deal with almost every strings or every like common things that the Lily player will do. Okay, so again, a common situation I've seen is down for 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4, so already you get caught for this, she goes to the back turn, so let's say you want to like do a 13 meter check, it won't work, so there you go, I'm doing it like, okay, let me just change it, I was a bit slow maybe, there you go, so see, if I do the 15, the jab with it. If I do dig jab instead, I'll win. So that's it. That's the thing. Either dig jab or either check what the lead player is doing. Also, this thing I wanna mention is this is like a very good tool. It's also usable after down for the 3. So lead players will also know use nowadays down for 3, down for 4. It's super delayable. Sometimes they will take the risk to kill you with the second blow. Please don't forget, nowadays minus 13, it's no longer minus 15 in the older version of Tekken, so if you try to step to the left, you can't, I believe it tracks right, there you go, so it tracks both sides. I don't know for other characters, Brian's step is really not one of the best, like compare them to, but please, on hit I believe it's minus 2. There you go. It's not a plus low on hit. Again, it's not a plus. So don't let the lead player check you with some free stuff sometimes. You can go for the low parry or you can go for the duck. So whatever you wanna do. But down forward Lily's down forward 4-4 is really strong nowadays. So please be careful when eating that move. Again, also don't forget that Lili's Warring on plus 2 is a new addition season 2. It's a really strong move that I've seen many players like eat it because when they wake up and do a side wall, this one like will catch them. So this will give a free to say 3. And right here, let's say for example that I'm waking up trying to sidewalk and I will eat this. Let's record that for example also. So it's a high. You can sidewalk it though, but there you go. If I try to sidewalk on wake up, it's kind of really stupid. It's really strong, not gonna lie. But if you have to read, sometimes like try to anticipate this move and back and close. It's really good move, so be careful, especially when you're waking up. Don't forget like to let the Lily player do that. So yeah. Before diving into certain situations also, I'd like to highlight some of the moves that people don't actually know that are steppable. So we will start with Lily forward 4-3 plus 4. This one, I know not many good players with Lily use it, but there are some players that use it. And yeah, if she does the first one, she can transition into back at plus 6 on hit, at minus 7 on block. Again, so let's record again. If the guy is abusing this move, there's a solution to it. And yeah, it's side step right. Make it side step right and launch. I don't believe the left is the thing because the move comes up from that side. You can either sometimes flex it, you can do side step into count or like that. The timing is a bit stupid, but yeah. This is like the first move that you don't want to let it pass sometimes. So the second one is 3-2, 3 and the 3-1. So Lily's 3-2, basically like every Lily player in the neutral or something will not throw 3-1 because every time he would do, he would be punished at minus 13 and he would be killing himself. Okay, so 3-2 would be the main Lily's thing to do. So only On hit, it's +5, and when she holds forward, she goes into this stance thing. So it's like doing QCF. She can do F right here to go into this stance. So the second one is a high, and also it got an extension. Let's say, for example, it didn't duck, and the Lili went on block, and he was greedy for the third one. I've seen many players like get the third one for free. So 3-2-3. You can duck the second and duck the third one. That's the thing. There you go. If he's doing the third one, the Lili will like be floated like that. You will not get the combo. So this is like the kind of float you'll be getting. So make sure like to check what character you're playing, what's the best thing to do in that situation. Also, the third one is a free wall spell. So be careful when the Lili player will be greeting, because the last one is also super delayed. Okay. So another thing, like we saw, the 3-2 will be her like main poking tool. But the thing about Lili players, they will be like 3-2 into side step. On block, they will be doing like this. You try to mash, and you will get any side step move or something. So let's record this, for example, 3-2 into side step. Okay. Let's say I'm doing that. So we can check on block. Lili is at -2. Okay. There you go. This is like an example. I tried to check her with it. She can only step to one side when she's doing those moves, and it should be like on the P1 it's the left side, and on the P2 I believe it's the right side. So let's check that later, okay? But this is like the mid-range. If the Lili is spamming 3-2 every time, like don't make him do that. Duck. Don't be afraid sometimes to duck. Because if you're ducking, he will be forced to use the mid, which is -30. But I have like a pretty good solution for a good reactive people. So 3-2 and 3-1 can be beaten with one same option. It is the parry. So, for example, I'll be registering both moves, and I'll try to parry the second one. Okay? There you go. This is the first one. This is the second one. And then there you go. You can parry on reaction as well. But there is a thing. If the Lili player is really smart, and this is a tip I'd like also to give to some Lili players, that if the guy is pairing you every time on reaction, you can do this. You do 3, you wait with the parry, and you do 1+2. So it's like this: 3, he parry, and then 1+2. You get the free combo out of it. So be careful sometimes when you guys like trying to spam your parry, because this is what will happen. If the guy is really thinking, this is what will happen. If you're parrying every time, he will wait for your parry, he does 3, he goes into back turn, you lose your frames, and then you go. You can't even block, because sometimes some parries recoveries are shit, so be careful. This is like a tip for both the defender and the Lili player who is basically playing Lili and attacking. Okay, so what I wanna cover also is Lili's 4-2-3. Okay, this move right here is one of the best I-12 punishes for Lili, but I've seen many players like letting this go, and they don't know that it's -15 on block. So this one is sometimes the Lili player like fucked up the punish, or like did a I-12 punish on a -11 one, and for example the move one hit or something. Okay, let's say for example the Lili player tried to punish Prime Thousand, which is -10. Okay, and he did 4-2-3, and we blocked that. Make sure to punish that. Don't let this -12 I-12 like punish go. There you go. So -12, please, -15, sorry, please punish that with a proper launcher. Okay, so Lili's Maternal. Something is also speak about. It's -21. At a certain distance, the Lili player, let's say the Matterhorn, he will do Matterhorn, okay? So sometimes there is this like small range that you're down forward to or I-15 will whip. So make sure like to give one of your best like ranged punishment. For Brian, for example, sometimes the jet up or like at a certain distance will like there you go. Will give her like this small thing, small launcher, and sometimes it's jet up or will whip. Go forward for one. Always for Brian players, forward for one is your way to go. Okay. Something else is I wanna cover is Lili's down forward 3. This is like one of the best pressure tools that are in this game because it's +3, it leaves you at crouch, and yeah, and it's all depends on the Lili player. It's what he's doing. Sometimes he's jabbing 1-2, sometimes he's down forward 1. So like most of the time I've seen Lili players do is like down forward 3 into down forward 1. Okay, I'll show you a clip of Lili's down forward 1 being stepped to the left because you can see it. It comes from her left side, and on P2 you can step her to the left. So that's like the basic concept of stepping in Tekken. So this is like a common scenario that's been happening. So let's record it into down forward 1. I'll try to move to the right, and you can see the down forward 1 track. There you go. I'm sidewalking even, yeah, it will drag to my right. But if I go to a small step to the left, especially in this season, where stepping on foreground is not possible. Before, you can like go for super like style point stuff, doing side step TGU, or like side step double for example, like that. There you go, that's the fun. But like make sure like to let go of the step, because sometimes when you're buffering your inputs, your hitbox will be bigger, and yeah, like that. The move will still track me because you pressed too earlier. So make sure to like do the step and then do the punch, like that. Okay, so this is like a common situation I've seen. Down forward 3 into down 4, or down forward 3 also. When you're trying to like sidestep and do this, the Lili's player will do down forward 3 into down 3. This is also when you do sidestep left into duck, you'll beat like 2 options. Okay, so another one is I want to cover is down forward 3 into down forward 3. Why? Because the Lili player will be sometimes greedy to pressure you up. You can easily sidewalk to both sides second. Like that, and yeah, of course, don't forget to punish. But be careful, because if they delay their like move a bit, or like if you're trying like to do sidestep and to move every time, and the little player will notice that you're getting this counter for free, he will like wait you to step, and then he will do it again, and you'll be the one eating your counter. So this is like advanced stuff and delaying your timings. So again, another thing is I wanna cover is Lili down to save. So the thing about this move, if Lili hold back, she can go into back turn. So going into back turn, it's like, oh no, I have to guess right here. So if you do this, and the Lili player like every time he's not finishing his PCF 1-2, so. And you're like, oh no, I'm guessing every time. So no, if you dig jab right here, if you do like, if you react to her being back turn, you can like really interrupt really fast, like that, to not take that fake offense, for example. If you're a bit late, like this, for example. Oh no, I'm a bit late. So be careful, like right here, especially in this situation, because I really do hate it. So. And then not a lot of Lili players use it. Okay, so a move also, the lead players sometimes they use exposing it back to 1. When she goes back, like as we spoke, she goes to the back turn, and plus minus minus 12. Sometimes they will be like back to 1 side step, back to 1 side step, and you will like eat a lot of that for free. So again, please don't forget that she goes into back turn, and don't forget also there is an extension that I believe it was plus at what, so I don't know, let's check it out later maybe. Okay, so also a common situation that I've seen Lili use it is 1-1 into back turn into guess. So at this situation right here, Lily's options in back turn when she does like 1-1, 3-4, like 1-1 anything. We spoke that this one, for example, was like high crush. 90% of Lily's move will be beaten with Big Jab when she's in 1-1. Like in 1-1 every move, but when she does like side step 4, she's at -4. But in 1-1 she's at -6. But be careful from the 3 counter hit launcher thing, but please don't let that also that fake stuff going from 1-1. This is like a good thing for Lily because when she does full crouch down for 4 and she goes into back turn, there are two options, only two options that like beat the big jab. One of them is her power crush. That's not the same at times. There you go. The power crush, you get the punish. She will punish you at with this power crush, and she goes to crush with +8. And the second one that is also not beatable is her jumping status. That there you go. I know this is like I was a bit late right here, but it beats dig jabs. It jumps over dig jabs and jump over lows. So be careful. Okay, so Lily's homings, for example, like they are good. They are one of the best, but 4-3 is the one like I'd like to speak about, especially when they use it in close range. So close range 4-3 used to give like free combo in the older version of Tekken, but in this version, it gives like a small knockdown into CF3. So let's check it out. 4-3, and this is guaranteed. So again, please, like knowing the frames of Lily's plus on hit and everything will really help you improve your knowledge in this matchup, because every time she will do this move, the Lily player will be like, oh, this into side step, or I'll be this into 1+4, or this into 2-4. Please be careful, because I know sometimes at -9 Lily can sidewalk things that other characters are not allowed to do, but please always think about your mid homing. Always also think about using your homing. Also think about delaying your timings, because try to realign yourself with the Lily player as much as you want to not make him like dance freely, for example. Okay, and also please be careful at like these +1, -2, 0, -3 things, because this one will also be beaten. Another common, not flowchart, but a common situation I've seen like high-level Lily players use it is doing this 1-1. Okay, why we are eating this, for example? So, full crash down 4-3 is at -200. It is not responsible, it is true, but when you eat it, sometimes you want to do like this middle check because you are afraid of a high crush, you are afraid of something else, for example, or you are using a homing. Homing tools are kind of slow in general in Tekken. They are like from 16 to whatever, but if you're using homing every time, this one will be your option. This one was like, okay, the lead player was smart. I thought about him being like doing a side wall, but instead I got 1-1-3 counter. This is like a common situation I've seen. So again, dig jab is pretty good tool right here. So you will force the Lily player to like think outside the box and, for example, do something else to beat your dig jab. But full crash down for 3, -2. Even if you do an I-13 mid, the 1-1-3 will beat you. So because -2 we added to her jabs like 12 frame, and your down for 2 is 13. So yeah, 12 is like lower than 13. That's why she's gaining this situation, for example. So again, be careful that this into this, or be careful from this into sidewall into that. Like, that's like how Lily players will think every time. I played Lily, she's my secondary. I've played other Lily players, and like the mind game is not really that great, and they will be like, okay, either go ham or go home. So side walk or side step or either like interrupt 1-1, because sometimes they will do this and do 1-1 and you are scared of 3 and you kind of like fall into this mind game situation that you kind of have to guess. And yeah, so again, dig jab is really one of the most best options to beat Lily's back turn, to beat Lily's fake pressure or something. So please like be careful again on the plus frames, on frames on block, on frames even on hit, because you can see like some certain lows were not plus, because some players think that this low is a plus frame, maybe +3, maybe, because it's not maybe. It's like you don't know, you just like open your matchup, like open the move list, check your replay and check the frames. It's everything is really easy to like check in this version of Tekken. So yeah, please be careful. Okay, so next thing is, so I want to talk about like we spoke about 43, this, yeah, again, her crouching. This was like the new addition in season 2, and this is was when I saw like a really strong move, because we can see the dig jab will be beaten with those two options, but instead of 1-1 you can like interrupt this thing with the dig jab. Why? Because it's -6. On block it's -6, it's not -4. Okay, so 1-1 dig jab. You see, the dig jab didn't even come. And if the guy is mashing behind the dig jab on hit, that's like really fucked up for him. I know I can duck this second, but let's say for example you're scared to doing that. Okay, let's say 1-1, this, do this. This guy, if the guy is mashing, for example. Okay, so okay, in heat. Sorry to say it for you, but this move right here is kind of a pure 50-50. It's not one of the strongest 50-50. The Lily player will be like doing this into this, and then 4-4-3, back 3 into. If you're staying on ground, if you see a 3 with you, the low will give like a free launcher on counter hit and free guarantee on normal hit. So be careful. What I want to do right here is sometimes delay my wake up roll. Let me give you a small example. Let's do this. Okay, let's record this scenario for example. This is like 90% of the Lili player would be doing. I'll be delaying my tick roll. Yeah, there you go. Try to make it as far as possible, because sometimes you don't need to duck, because the mid is like a free launcher. So the thing is also, you wanna know that the Lili can do like 2 rolls like this, and yeah, she gains heat every time. From that, she got like very strong options. This I believe it's on hit is +7 or +9, and in not hit is -2. Okay, be careful, because don't try like to say it's the same thing as this one, because this one is at -9. I know it's kind of the same animation, but this one is -2. That's why knowing your frames will really help you improve your knowledge in this matchup. Again, in this stance, she got the low +3 that counter hit launches. She got this mid at -2 and hit becomes plus. Because this safe mid -9. Sometimes the little player will go like, okay, he doesn't know, so I'll do side step, I'll do safe into duck, make him like if he thinks of a 10 frame punish, I'll do like duck into launch, so that's kinda whack. Okay, another situation I've seen Lili player use it, side step on +2. Again, how much is 0? And let's say you're doing a 13 or a homing check, he will take this as a counter. This is also a common situation I've seen. Okay, another thing I want to speak about is F4. At the start of the round, I've seen like Lili players use F4. It's really good, it's not a bad move, but sometimes like it will beat most, like it's kind of an instant on place hop kick, something like that, but yeah, kind of a panicky move. This one is also a common situation at the, especially at the start of the round. Next one. We spoke about 1-1, full crash down forward 4, side step 4. We also spoke about down back 3 for the high crushing properties. Okay, another common thing I've newly added in season 2. I've seen little players do this. Okay, do this and do this. Okay, so the mid is -13, it's no longer -17. They changed it because they reverted the pushback. And the third one, I believe, I don't know if it's still jails or not. I don't know if it's changing it. Like, I think we can dug the last one. Yes, you can dug that. Again, a common flowchart from the old days, doing this. You're doing a jab check, you can eat that. So, again, there you go. Flowchart, another flowchart I forgot to mention in the section. Okay, so another thing, I think like we covered everything we need like to beat Lili. So checking the frames, either she's like plus, either she's like fake, either it's a high crush, it's like it's no. And yeah, last thing I wanna also mention is on hit you can see it's super plus, but on block it's -2. -2 to ascending 4, light to light. Check all her options from doing backward, back 1 forward into move. I believe also the jab did everything, but she can do like back 1 to side step. This is like an example, like if the little player is like super smart, there you go, that's a punish. If you're every time like big jabbing, the little player will do an easy side step into something, so which kind of beat. But here, the dig jab will, the homing move will be. So I know some characters that don't have like a good homing tool. So in this situation, try to delay or like try to delay your timing. Try to also check what the little player is doing. Utilize like the maximum things you want to do. Okay, so also I forgot to mention her poker rush. It's -13. It does wall splat, please be careful. She also got another poker rush from stance that is -11. It is this one. If you try it like smash, this one also wall splats. And yeah, I think we do now the last like small review. So down to 2, we saw this one. Another thing I wanna tell you that nowadays Lili players been using this down to 2 into back 3 to go into feisty rapid. So I don't know if it's feisty rapid or I forgot the name of the move. They will be like jumping with using back 3 and back 4 to make you more annoyed, so please be careful. It's not like try to react to this sometimes. Try to react to her movement and check it really fast without delaying or timing or something, because you're scared of eating this for a counter, you're scared from eating this, you're scared from eating this. Okay, another move that I use myself to close rounds when my opponent's like trying to go for the lows is a 4-3. This one, a 4-3 plus 4-3, and a 4-3 plus 4-3. Again, let's record this. Okay, my bad. This is the first one, and this is the second one. I believe there is this option select that's been around that many people don't know these days. You can do side step left and duck to beat both. This for the first one. There you go. So side step left duck, you beat both shots. You will beat the high, you will beat the mid. So be careful from this one. And yeah, so again, just know your frames. Be careful from the free steps. Why you are getting step every time? It's Lili. It's the best step in the game. So try to utilize at maximum the things you wanna do, like your decision making. Try to observe his decision making behind your strings, or behind what moves is he doing. Try to give like a proper response to the Lili player. Things I wanna to conclude things against Lili, like if you breaking his movement with homing, the Lili player will kinda be annoyed inside the game. Brian is a really good example, because this move right here, 1+2, 1+2, is really good against Lili. Fall is also really good. CB1, Lili can step it easily, but if the Lili player is doing slow move, it kind of will beat him. Some good tracking, down 44. Life is kind of easier when you have like these fast homing moves, or like these mid homing moves to prevent Lili. If not, you can simply dash into his face, try to check him out with the proper timing, and wait for a panic roll like Metal Horn or something else. And again, careful from the 1-1, 1-1-3, her full ground down 44. Try to read your distance, because at a certain distance, if the Lili player is doing this, then he's killing himself for me. So either he's doing that, or either he's doing full crash down 43, which is the low, for example. Like, don't be like shy to like maintain your down back at the last moment to punish him for that. Okay, so last thing also is Lili's heat smash for her back turn. So let's try to activate her heat first, and then so we go to back turn and she does this. I've seen many players like forget that she got this, but it's a really strong heat from heat move. So you can see on the left that she's at -8, but actually you can do an I-12, I believe, to I-13. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but you can do to an I-12 maximum punish. And please be careful, because if you do any wrong punishment, the Lili will try to rob you with either power crush, with either pressing like down back to gain distance, like this for example, or even doing this. So try to like check this situation with your own characters, check what's really going on. And yeah, I think we covered everything about Lili. Okay, for her grabs, I think no, I forgot something. So for grabs, she got 1+2, and she got this grab. On back turn, there is no 1+2. There is only these two options. Okay, back turn. This is one of the best like things I've seen with Lili, and I've been using, is doing that into back turn grab. 4 +10 back turn, because either if you try to sidewalk, it will catch you. The generic loads like nowadays are homing. She get like a free wall floor blast sometimes on like super stages like Stratosphere or something like that. Yeah. So 1+2 and 2 like are these things. Will be careful. So again, be careful from Lili player using that, doing side step 1+2. Always keep in mind the frames she's been using. Why she doing 1-1? Either she's jig jabbing, either she's doing this sometimes and down 3+4. Also, there is this thing I also forgot to mention. Back 1 to 3+4 right here. This is like the generic stuff I've seen Lili players using, or 3-2 to 3+4. This move is no longer homing, but it's kind of good tracking, and it's +6 on block. She can like do it like from middle when pressing QCF 3+4. This is like a very good move, but sometimes when you get the read, you can simply duck it, for example. So there you go. So always like check what's the Lili player is thinking, what he's doing behind the strings. Either he's doing fake things. So yeah, I think that comes to the end of this video. Please leave your comment if you need anything in this matchup, or either if I forgot something, because yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope this video helps you like improve against Lili, and yes, see you on the next one. Maybe write me what kind of a matchup you guys want for the next video, and I will gladly do it for you. So thanks for watching. See you on the next video.